Welcome back to Rick's Radio Conversion. Today we have Paul's Lincoln Quadrasonic 8-track AM/FM stereo that's been converted to AM/FM aux input, and we've kept the 8-track as well. Bluetooth, USB. Paul already had his radio converted by a competitor some years ago, and it's not as good as a product as the Aurora design, so he chose us to do the conversion again. And when we got this, the Quadrasonic, all the guts were gone, and it was inoperative. So we talked to Paul and figured out that if we could make it work, why not try and do that? So Paul, your request of making that work has happened. It's successful. 8-track works. The speaker harness output is on the side like it was before. The aux input is where it was before. You've got a motor speed controller knob on the side of the radio. That's really the only thing that we added on. So we're going to fire it up here and we'll go through all the modes and stuff and show you everything works here. So right now it's an AM.
Bluetooth connected.
And the Bluetooth is connected. There's not much here on the AM. We're inside, the antenna's inside, so not much we can get here. So we'll just turn the volume down and go to FM. And Paul, I think you said you didn't have very many stations, so let's see. Now we'll count that as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Anyway, we'll stop counting. A lot of stations here, Paul. It's kind of our best one here.
Info about Hogwald's. Tim Parker here from my good friend.
This is our oldie station here, commercial obviously, which we don't like, so we'll just, all that works. Your presets work as they did before. All that works. But we'll get to what we really kind of came for. So that's the AM/FM mode. Next we're going to do is the aux input. So we just have a CD player here. This has got the voice operated control switch. So you just turn on your CD player, your device, and it's going to listen. So now that it's heard the sound, so that's the 8-track, or that's the CD player playing right now. And to get rid of that, all you do is just hit pause or stop. We'll hit stop. And it'll wait some potatoes, maybe 10 seconds. You can go off and on again though. And then you're back in FM. So that's how that mode works. The next we're going to do is the Bluetooth. So we're already paired, but you can see the Aurora Design 2.6. All you're going to do is take your volume knob, go twice to the right, and it'll start looking for your device. And then once you've done that, so we'll do a couple things here. This also has voice operated controls, so we can say, "Hey Siri, play Blondie." So I don't know if you can see that, Paul, but so that's Blondie playing on the. We're streaming right now. Now, if you didn't like that song, grab your tuner, just fast forward. So we're going up on the dial. I don't know if you can see that, but go up on the dial, and then it'll fast forward. And then if you want to rewind, just go down on the dial. So that's how you can use this to stream your music. Now when you go to pause, it'll take about 10 seconds off and on again, and you're going to see the light flash, and it's going to take about 10 seconds or so to go back to
text the keyword win
back to FM, and you're going to get a USB stick as well. It has, I think, one music on it. I've got one that's got a few. So here's your USB. Slide that guy in. So that's the USB playing at the moment. Now, obviously, you can't see. There's nothing. You know, this isn't it, right? This is the phone. Let's forget that. This is playing on the USB stick. So if you want to fast forward, same thing. Now, if you want to leave this in, along with the Bluetooth as well, there's a way that you can. Technical difficulty. You can pause this, and it'll go back to your last thing. So if you take the volume and you go twice to the left. There we go. So you can see the light maybe flashing there. That's a light red, I guess. And now we're back in FM. And then the last thing we'll show you, Paul, is, so this is an 8-track tape. Now, I can't show you in here real well with the tape. So Quadrasonic has 4 tape heads. This only has 2, so we had to put in a custom audio switch to differentiate between 4 tape heads to go down to 2. So you just take your 8-track tape in there. So that's pretty good quality for 8-track. It has a custom preamplifier in there that feeds the Aurora board. So it's going to play all 4 tracks, all 4 programs rather. So if you want to change program, take your volume knob, and that's what's going to do that for you. Now, I can tell you, when you're playing an 8-track and you want to pull it out, turn the volume down, because the fidelity of an 8-track is much less than anything digital on the board or anything Bluetooth or USB, or even atmospherically for that matter. So just turn your volume down. And you can already tell that, you know, we already have volume with the tape turned down. It's just because it's magnetic media. Some of the other good functions of your radio that we kept intact is the fader. That's just fronts. That's just rears. Very cool. And then it has a balance function as well, right to left. Press that in, and then it comes back out. So now you're front left. Rear left. It has a null out, so it's easy to find. So that's it, Paul. That's how it works. Came out very well. The only other thing you're going to have to do is you're going to get a separate power lead for the 8-track system. I do that just to separate it in case everything ever goes wrong with 8-track, your radio will still work. It'll be fused. You can go to the same spot that you put your radio at. We just do that just to separate both systems. So we hope you enjoy. So some other functions that this will do is you can say, "Hey Siri, what time is it?"
The time is 18:50.
And that's with the radio going. You could say, "Hey Siri, where is India located?"
Here's India.
So you can do drive-by drive directions with this. If you said, "Hey Siri, give me directions to Carlisle, Pennsylvania."
Getting directions to Carlisle.
So this will bring up your map, all that kind of stuff. You know, it's kind of cool. If you're driving somewhere, this thing will pause in and out. It will pause the radio, tell you what direction is next. You can make phone calls with this. What's in the box? So in the box, you're going to get a microphone. You can route that anywhere. That's actually how you're going to talk to your radio and make phone calls. You're going to get a harness very, very similar to one you had in the car. I'm going to take out these two wires. You're not going to have orange and blue, but you'll have hot, negative, and then 8 speaker wires. You'll get that. You'll get a USB stick, and you get an instruction manual, all that kind of stuff. So once again, we hope you enjoyed it. A little preview radio of your radio there. And the other thing too, I can tell you as a tip, whenever you're done listening, turn the radio off before you turn the car off, because every now and again that'll power cycle a radio, which you don't want to do. If you start a car up and then it doesn't start right away, you're putting juice to the radio unnecessarily. Other than that, that's about it. Hope you enjoy it, and we'll catch you all next time.